And here we go, some official news coming out of Buffalo and the Bills. According to Mike Garafolo, the Bills have agreed to terms on a one-year deal with linebacker Nicholas Morrow. Morrow had 12 starts for the Philadelphia Eagles last year, wearing the green dot as one of their best signal callers on the team, which means they're getting a captain, they're getting a leader, and maybe even a Mike linebacker here in Buffalo, which could be huge. We're going to break it all down here in a second. Before we jump into the Bills and what they're doing this offseason, real quickly, comment down below a letter grade for everything they've done this season, as well as let me know what else do they need to do going into the rest of the offseason, the free agency period, the draft period. What do they need to do next? Give me a player, a name, whoever it may be. And also, subscribe if you're new. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. But let's jump right into the video. Okay, so the first thing I noticed when I watched Nicholas Morrow's film is he is a very consistent tackler. Now, in 2020 he had 78, then took a big jump up in 2022 where he played for the Chicago Bears and tallied up 116 tackles. 83 of those were solo. Now, he was a big market, a big guy that offseason, ended up signing to the Philadelphia Eagles last offseason, and then there he tallied up 95 tackles, 66 solo, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble. And, he's been pretty reliable throughout his NFL career. Now, this is a guy you want on your football team. A leader, a guy who can get to the quarterback at times as, a rare side or a rare combination of size, speed, quickness, but also versatility, right? He can drop back into coverage as well as stop the run, force some fumbles. Now, over his career, 3 interceptions, 7 sacks, 3 forced fumbles, 27 pass deflections, and 41.5 run stuffs. Like I said, a guy who can do it all, right? Coming over here to Buffalo, who is losing some talent. Right now, in the linebacker position, they needed some depth, right? You got Matt Milano, you got Terrell Bernard, who they like as well, but you needed some guys after that. You have the former 7th round pick in Baylon Spector and Dorian Williams. And I know Dorian Williams is a guy they love, right? But I think Nicholas Morrow is a guy who can plug and play start if you need him to. Also, can come off the bench and be an insane depth rotational piece. So not only do they get better right away, but they add a guy who can be a versatile threat for them on and off the field. In the locker room, can be a guy you love and can be a guy you need, right? But another thing I look at when I see the Buffalo Bills defense last year is they actually ranked number 29, almost dead last in yards allowed per rush, okay? Nicholas Morrow is that glue guy. He is that guy that will plug that up. Also, they ranked number 15 in opposing rush yards per game. The only reason that they were ranked 15th and not 32nd is because their offense put up 27 points a game. If their offense was a little bit worse, the Bills would have had one of the worst run defenses in all of football, and that's just facts, okay? Now, this pickup is a guy who can do it all. He's going to get some stops. He's going to be able to get some run stuffs, and I love this. I love this for the Buffalo Bills. Again, he has a good play here versus Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. This is something you're going to need to see because if you want to go to the Super Bowl, you're going to have to stop Lamar Jackson. Now, these highlights are from a couple of years ago, so don't get it mixed up or anything. But this Bills team right now is interesting, right? Obviously, you got Greg Rousseau, you got Daquan Jones as a defensive tackle, and Ed Oliver, AJ Epinesa. Where do you think they need to improve the most? I would say probably the secondary. You have Christian Benford, who's all right. You have Taylor Rapp coming over from the Rams. Cam Lewis at free safety. Don't really know how I feel about Cam Lewis too much right now, but he could have a big year. Rasul Douglas is nasty. Teron Johnson. So there are pretty good guys on this team, but they need to get better. They cannot bring back the same team from last season, and I don't think they will. I mean, this pickup right away just shows they're ready to compete. The wide receiver position, Gabe Davis went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now you have Stephon Diggs, Justin Shorter, Khalil Shakir. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do next. But the Buffalo Bills, in my eyes, as long as you have Josh Allen, you're in contention to go very far. I think they also added Mitch Trubisky as well as a backup. So that's interesting. But let me know what you guys think of this move. Drop down in the comments down below a letter grade. I'm going to give it a solid B, B minus, B plus, something like that. But hit the like button, subscribe, join the family. I'll see you guys in the next update. Peace.